Good morning. Here again we are with a new lesson, Mangoes Round the Year, Chapter 4, Class 5, EVS. How do you know that the potato sabji had got spoiled? We know that the potato sabji has got spoiled by the bad smell. We need not taste it. By the smell itself, it shows us that the potato sabji has got spoiled. The potato sabji spoils very quickly, children. Have you ever seen some food that has got spoiled? How did you know that it was spoiled? Yes, I have seen spoiled bread, tomato, and dough. I came to know about the spoilage by the following observations, and you also need to observe the spoilage and note down, children. Note it down in your mind also. By its bad smell, change in color, change in texture means a property of touch which tells about the hardness, softness, smoothness or roughness. Have you ever seen some food that has got spoiled? How did you know that it was spoiled? Yeah, once what happened when we opened a lunch box of a child, some bad smell came out. We knew that the potato sabji had got spoiled by its bad smell. What would happen if we eat the spoiled food like potato sabji that spoils quickly? If we eat the spoiled potato sabji, we might fall ill. It could lead to vomiting and intestinal disorders, or in severe cases, even food poisoning. In that case, what happens is the stomach becomes very tight and you will not be able to move. You feel some uneasiness in the stomach. Then we need to rush up to the doctor and need to take a saline and some other medication. So it's very important to know that the food has been spoiled. Before you eat, you need to check. In cases that you preserve in the refrigerator or for a long time, or during summer, if you preserve it for a long time. Following are the names of the food items that can spoil in 2 to 3 days. Cooked food, milk, bread. Can you keep for a week? Some food can be kept even for a week. Those are vegetables, fruits, sweets, etc. You find out, if you find out, children, you will get many more things that spoil in 2 to 3 days, that spoil in a week, then would not get spoiled till 1 month. Potato chips, baked cookies, jams. Potato chips means we deep fry it, then cookies we bake it, and jams we just use some vinegar, sugar, jaggery type things. Okay, but still it's not advisable. It is better to consume the food when it is fresh. The food items listed in the previous slide will not stay the same in all seasons. In summers, the food items get spoiled quicker as compared to that in winter. On the other hand, there are some food items that get spoiled quicker in the rainy season, when the air has more moisture content. When food gets spoiled in your house, we put it in storage bag and dump it in dustbin. For better disposal, we can put the spoiled food into compost pits for its decomposition into manure under natural conditions. Manure means it is a khat. It is used in the agricultural fields. We also use in our homes to grow some plants, beautiful plants, vegetables and all, isn't it? One day what happened is I returned the bread due to the following reasons. See, just watch the slice, children. If we just watch the slice, then we will know that the whole packet of bread is spoiled. Read the expiry date mentioned on the wrapper. Got to know that the expiry date has already crossed. Suppose if the expiry date is 31st August, some people will say, no problem. One day only na. You can use it tomorrow also. Don't throw it. Don't throw it to the dogs or anything. Even the spoiled food we don't give to animals, isn't it? Yes. So before purchasing, we need to note the expiry date and consume it one day before. Yes, don't wait till the last also. Then detected the spoilage of the bread. After noting the expiry date, we can detect the spoilage of the bread. Found that the bread has got spoiled after seeing some brownish green colored thread like structures growing on it. These structures are called fungi. And children, if suppose any of the bread packet, if you find inside like this, please don't throw away. You just keep aside. Just keep in the garden like on the top where the dogs and all don't eat. Don't reach out and you watch for a week. You will understand. Yes, the fungi growing on it, and never in your life you will forget to watch the expiry date, children. Yes, this is very, very important to note. Look carefully at 2 or 3 packets of food items. What can we know from what is written on the pocket? What is written on the packet? When you buy anything from the market, what do you look for on the packet? Yes, from what is written on the packet, we get to know the following things. Please note, children. Weight. Yes, how many grams and all. Flavor. Sometimes you may like strawberry flavor. Children usually love the strawberry flavor, isn't it? Or any other flavor. Ingredients means what all things are used in it. Maximum retail price means at what price the thing has to be sold. Sometimes the shopkeepers want 5 rupees on a bread packet. They will say higher rate and they take it. But we need to pay only the MRP, maximum retail price. Nutritional value, that means amount of carbohydrates, proteins, fats and all. Then the manufacturing date, the date on which it is prepared. Expiry date, the date by which we need to consume. Otherwise it leads to all types of complications. The name of the manufacturing company, the name and the contact numbers or the email ID also will be written, children. If suppose the expiry date is longer but still in between only the bread or the thing spoils, we can contact the manufacturing company and enable them to be aware of it. When we buy anything from the market, we generally look for the following specifications: weight, flavor, maximum retail price, nutritional value and expiry date. You can watch on every item all these things. Now here is the truly brown bread. Nutrice. Yes. Then the other side we find all the information relating to this truly brown bread. Nowadays many people use this brown bread only, isn't it? And we get bread with all types of dry fruits also. It will be very crunchy and children love it to have it with jam. Now the whole class can do this experiment together, or you can have a group near your house during evenings, all of you together, the peer group, you can do this together. Take a piece of bread or roti, sprinkle a few drops of water on it and put it in a box. Simple. Close the box. See the bread or roti every day until you find some changes on it. Make this table on a chart paper and put it up in the classroom. Fill up the chart every day after discussing the changes seen. You can do it at home along with your parents and along with your siblings and your neighboring children, friends also. Now here you have the chart, changes in the bread or roti. First is by touch. How does the food gets changed by touch? By smell, by looking through hand lens, and by color. So you watch for 6 days. It's really very interesting. Find out the reason for these changes. From where did the fungus come on the bread? See, you sprinkle some water, isn't it? It became wet and you closed it. Isn't it? Different kinds of food items spoil due to different reasons. Some food spoil soon, some stay good for long. List some seasons and conditions in which food spoils quickly. The changes that can be seen in the bread slice are due to the presence of moisture. Moist bread is an excellent source of nutritional value for the fungus. Fungi, the plural of fungi is fungus, are tiny structures that keep floating in the air. These are too tiny to be visible to the naked eye. However, when they land on moist bread, they begin to grow in a manner similar to that of a seed in moist soil. See, when you sow a seed, you see the sprout, then the root system, stem system and all, isn't it? So, the same case with the fungi. As they grow, they reproduce and spread over the surface of the bread. Different kinds of food items spoil due to different reasons. Some food spoil soon, some stay good for long. List some seasons and conditions in which food spoils quickly. Some seasons and conditions in which food spoils quickly are listed down. Rainy season, having high moisture condition. Summer season, having high temperature conditions. So rainy season means high moisture conditions because it rains, and summer season it is too hot, having high temperature conditions. So the best is the winter season. Given below are some food items and some simple methods by which these could be kept fresh for 1 to 2 days. Food items and the methods. Milk, we boil it. Cooked rice, put in a bowl and keep the bowl in a container with some water. Grain coriander, we also call it as dhania. Wrap it in a damp cloth. Onions, garlic, keep it in a dry open place. Now here let's learn something practically. You can do this practically. sugar and jaggery are mixed into the mango pulp to give it a sweet taste. Usually your mothers do this during the summer season. The mixtures is then dried in the sun to make a sweet, sour tasting and thick snack, that is the aam papat. Now the ripest mangoes are chosen due to the following reasons. Because of its sweet taste. The ripest mangoes taste the sweetest. The ripest mangoes have greater chances of spoilage. That is why we dry it in the sun also, isn't it, to make the aam papat. The step-by-step method to make the mamidi tandra is as follows. The mangoes are peeled. The pulp is taken in a large pot. The pulp is strained through a fine muslin cloth to remove the fibers. The gur or the jaggery is crushed till there were no lumps. Sugar and jaggery are added in equal amounts in the pulp and mixed thoroughly. The mixture is spread into a thin layer over a mat. The thin layer is left to dry in the sun. In the evening, the mat is covered with a clean cloth, say clean sari, to avoid any dust. The above steps are followed again and again, and on the next day another layer is spread over the previous layer. The whole procedure is followed for 4 weeks until the jelly grow 4 centimeters thick. 4 weeks means 1 month. You have to do it very meticulously, but now we can use our own techniques to prepare, isn't it, children? The following table lists some of the food items made from ripe and unripe mangoes. With ripe mangoes, we make mango shake and squash. Unripe mangoes, we make pickle and chutney, tasty chutney. The types of pickles can be classified based on their taste as well as the material used for making them. For example, there are 2 types of lemon pickle, sweet and sour. For sweet we use jaggery, for sour we use salt. Have you ever seen some food that has got spoiled? How did you know that it was spoiled? Yes, I have seen spoiled bread, tomato and dough. I came to know about the spoilage by the following observations, and you also need to observe the spoilage and note down, children. Following are some pictures of methods of food preservation. Find out their names. Come on, look at the first picture. Topmost first picture, and write what is the method. However you understood, you can write, children. There's nothing there will be nothing wrong if at least you give a hint of your understanding. The topmost second picture. The second row, first picture. See, they are doing something. If even one chilli, if we are making a powder of it, we sneeze a lot. But look at these 2 ladies. They have lot of immunity power. Then the second row, second picture. Choose the correct answer to fill in the blanks. The words are helping words are given. Pulp, fiber, sugar, fur, jaggery, dust, layer, cloth, jelly, Mabidi Tanra, sun. SUN sun. Mabidi Tanra recipe. Mabidi Tanra takes dash weeks of hard work. Write the question number A and just write the answer. Next question, B question. The dash of mangoes is extracted in a vessel. Third. Then it is strained through a fine muslin cloth to remove dash in the pulp. We find some thread-like structures when we are having juice or when we are eating something. When we find thread-like structures, we don't feel good, isn't it? What do you call those thread-like structures? Come on, write the answer. Next, D. Then the dash is crushed. What is crushed to add? Yeah, I think all of you all got the right answers. We'll check later. How do you know that the potato sabji had got spoiled? We know that the potato sabji has got spoiled by the bad smell. We need not taste it. By the smell itself, it shows us that the potato sabji has got spoiled. The potato sabji spoils very quickly, children. Match the following food items with the changes that occur when they get spoiled. Food items and the changes. Dal, bread, tomato, milk. It becomes wet and pulpy. It smells bad. Colorful mold grow on it. It becomes dark and crumbly. You can match it however you feel. You can write dal and you can write the sentence, but you should be little faster. Or you can give the questions. It becomes wet and pulpy. You can write the answer. I'm giving you a lot of choice for the match the following. I'm not specifying it. In whichever way you can make people understand with your correct answers, children. Food gets spoiled due to many reasons. Encircle the correct reasons. Moisture, drying air, moisture, drying air, freezing temperature, cooking, boiling, microorganisms and canning. Given below are some food items and some simple methods by which these could be kept fresh for 1 to 2 days. Food items and the methods. Milk, we boil it. Cooked rice. Have a great day.